we're going to try to get this wheel stud on, and after that, we're going to work on the axle.
So here I'm putting Loctite on the wheel stud, and if you don't put this on, that'll just rattle itself right off.
All right, that stud looks pretty well installed. All right, let's try to get this axle off. All right, well, I just took the caliper off, and that thing was seized up. Why is this bottom one seized up? Why are these bolts seized up? So what I think happened was that the brake pad somewhere along the lines just seized up. Maybe the brake line just didn't return the fluid back. But what this means is now my rotor is paper thin, and I'm gonna need basically a whole new rear brake assembly, from brake lines, rotors, to the caliper. I already bought brake pads because I knew that the back brakes didn't work. I just didn't know that it was this bad.
Alright, so as you can see here, the axle moves freely, but I don't want it to move freely, so we're just going to put that screwdriver in, and then that will actually allow me to take off these various bolts which need to come off at the rear sprocket. Okay, as you can see, all these bolts that I'm using are sprocket out, and for all my bolts, I like to organize them in Ziploc bags and label them, as it's just so much easier to put it back together.
Well, I tried removing the sprocket here. I don't think it's going to be possible without taking the axle nut off, which we were going to do anyways, but I guess that's first. Looks also like a 40, which is what we have. Alright, and this looks like a 17, so we should be doing a smaller front sprocket and a same size rear. Should give us more acceleration. Alright, now that we just worked on the back axle, I think it's time for the carburetor.
Uni filters are usually good for DS650s. Most of the owners use them because they're better at filtration than K&Ns.
Nice little Uni air filter. I don't think we're going to clean this one. I think I'll just order a new one.
The stock carb on the 650 was not that good of a carb, and it leaks gas all over. This is actually a problem with mine too, which is why we're replacing it. We also got a slightly oversized one because it'll just give us more power. When I was recording this, I completely forgot about the throttle cable, and it actually took me a while. I don't know how I forgot about it that bad.
Carburetor.
Alright, so on the left here, you can see our slightly larger carburetor that I polished up a few episodes back. And you can see the very dirty old carburetor.
Okay, so I'm gonna go mount these tires. So this is the before, and this is the after. So we got all these mounted with the new tires, and looks pretty sick. Very aggressive, very knobby. I think we're gonna polish these wheels after, but